going to do today, this is our project. I'm just going to create a sample application here. First, I'm giving my package. Calculator is my class name. Okay, so this is my calculator. What I'm going to do, I'm trying to create 4 methods actually. So calculator, I will use generics now. T. I think if you forgot actually learn about this one, I'm returning T, whatever I'm creating. Okay, add, which takes T as param1, T param2. So what it returns? It returns param2. Okay, so it's not applied. So what I will do? Just 1 second. Why I'm not able to do it? Okay, first actually let me try with the all ints, and then I will go with the next generics. Okay, so this is my calculator app. So it takes int parameters, and I will have actually all methods actually add, subtract, divide, and multiply, divide, implement methods implemented. So now actually I want to ensure that, right, whatever I'm passing, it's doing right. For example, actually for add, if I am passing like a 2 plus 8, it is returning 10, right? So if I am passing 2 plus 2 and 8, what my expected result should be like a 10. Then this is right. It is passing. Right? That's where actually you can test it, right? Anything actually, any parameters you have actually, you give input and you need to know output. As Dharani said, yes, testing. All right. So how do you ensure that it is testing? One is maybe you can write a main method here itself. Okay. And because these are non-static methods, you need to create a instance of this one. Now calculator dot, what you will do, you will int result equals to two comma 8. So this is the way actually you can write the program, you can write the method, and actually if you execute this one, you need to see like a 10 is your expected answer. Okay, if 10 is coming, okay, this program is working. So same way for additions, so same way actually if you change any parameters, let's say you are passing 2 digits number, now 10 and 80, if what will be the expected output in this case?
90.
Correct. So 90 is your expected output. So if it is 90 coming, yes, we can think that, okay, this is passing. So similarly, you can go like a 4 digits number. And you can see actually where the expected result is coming. And we can go like a anything, right? You can go 4 digits, 5 digits and see like, so is it working for all types of numbers or not? Maybe actually you can give minus also. So there are various kinds of testing methods actually to ensure that actually your program is working as expected or not. So every time actually it's actually you are passing parameters and you are verifying it, so that you are ensuring that your program is working as per your test results, or as per your expected results. But isn't it tedious actually having so today actually you develop this one, today you test it, tomorrow somebody else actually will come and will verify um, whether they don't know actually what is the add method doing it. Okay, so they you already documented, for example, actually you clearly documented as a developer. Okay, answers addition of two integer numbers. Okay, supports negative and positive numbers. You clearly documented. But actually the whoever coming, if let's say that Sabha is developed this program, right? Next day Kavya is working on this program. So she came modified actually, okay, it has to support actually not only ints, it has to support longs as well, more numbers. So she changed actually here long, long, long. But actually what is missing, right? She don't know actually all the testing was done by Sabha, because how do I know actually a couple of minutes back actually I executed single digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, and then I came to 4 digit numbers. How do I know actually whatever I executed, uh, how can I document them, right? So one way is it's actually comes up documenting the test cases. So one way is you will go here, like you will take an Excel sheet. Okay, here you will go, you will write test case 1, test case 2, test 3, test 4, right? So your input parameter is param1 equals to 2 input parameters. You will document everything. Param1 equals to 2, param2 equals to 8. Expected results. Here actually input expected results. Here actually expected results is 10. And here now whenever you execute, actually you will document it like a pass. Something actually didn't work. Param1 is 20, param2 is 80 or minus 80, for example. Your expected result was minus 60, right? But actually failed. Why it failed? Actually we'll document. Okay, now expected results were minus 60, but got response of 100. So maybe they something is changed. Right? So this is the way actually you can document every time you execute it, so that you have enough evidence that okay, when this program is worked, when this program didn't work, and if it didn't work, actually you can go and create a defect and all. Actually, that's what it is. But this is manual, right? This manual piece, right, will be done by somebody else. That's called like a QA. QA stands for quality assurance. They actually do this manual testing. But your job is, right, your job is actually to ensure that all testing, like when it's not actually, even though this is not done, even though this is not there, your job is actually still to ensure that everything is up to the expected results. So for this, actually you need to uh, you need to write your own test cases. It's the same format, you can write it and leave it actually every time you can do. Or actually you can write, we have actually uh, to solve these kind of problems, right? Whatever the problems, like how to document and how to create that one. So we have actually a concept called JUnit. JUnit. So this is also a Apache license one. It's not Eclipse Foundation. So it's JUnit actually. So JUnit stands for Java Unit Testing. JUnit stands for Java Unit Testing. So it's simple actually a library. As Dharani, one of the questions she asked, like, how do I know like what libraries I need to use it for? That's typically like what you want. What there is no right answer for that one. But it is more like a, what you want. Now actually you want to do unit testing. Right? So how actually you will, what are the libraries it can help you? So you need to explore that one, or maybe somebody else actually will guide you, like whoever has done that one. uh, that comes by over the period. In the day one, actually maybe you don't know. So by following, actually you will eventually get into that, like what libraries you need. So now actually it has so as I said, right, it has JUnit, right? JUnit stands for Java Unit Testing, where it has actually somebody, like a open source forum, they developed this one, and it is widely used across all organizations. We are using this one, JUnit. So it's not only now JUnit became popular for Java, also it became popular for Python and other frameworks as well. So let's see actually how actually we can do this one. So as I said, right, we know now actually JUnit. How do I put the library in my project? How do I put the library in my project? As of now, it doesn't have any library, JUnit, right? So what I will do, first thing is I will go and I will search in Maven repository. JUnit, right? So this is the what actually most, or if you go here itself, right, user guide is there. If you go here in the user guide, they will clearly document everything like how actually you can do it. This one. Getting started, downloading JUnit artifacts. See, to find out what artifacts are available and download, refer to dependency metadata. Build support, example projects. Let's go to examples projects. So these are all actually, yeah, Jupyter starter. So if you go here, POM XML, they would have mentioned what is actually needed. JUnit Jupyter. This is what needed. The dependencies and all actually, how you can use that one also, they mentioned that one. So that's where actually you will get some idea. So what I will do now, actually, I will take this one. I'm not going into Jupyter as of now, but actually I will go with the JUnit 4 for the time being, a little lower version. I will cover Jupyter in subsequent classes. So I am using 4.1.13.2. So I am taking this one as is, and I will go to pom.xml. I'll put this one. Let me remove this one. Now, and that's it. Nothing I have to do. Okay, now what I will do? I will do Maven reload so that the new jar will come. That's it, right? A jar file came here. The second step is, this is actually a jar file came here. We can reference here, JUnit 4.3.2 came here. So now actually jar file is available in our library. Now what I will do, this is not a test cases are not actually part of yours. They are part of your source, but those are not part of your application logic. So to segregate that, I already explained you like what is main, what is test. So I will go here, right, in the test Java. See, main, test, both are same as same. Main stands for your application functionality. Test stands for your uh, test cases. So what I will do, I will go here and remember, whatever the package you are using, you need to follow the same standard so that actually it tells you like for which class actually you are writing in JUnit test cases. So I will do com.elmic training calculator, and here, right, what I will do, I will tell that, okay, this is a test case. So I will add test. This is just a standard naming convention. Okay, you need to follow standard naming convention that okay, this method, this is a test class. By looking at that name only, you can identify, okay, this is testing com.elmic.training calculator, and then test. Okay, it's a class actually. Give this. Okay, now, right, in here actually we are writing a main method. Okay, here you don't need to run main method. Okay, all you need to, you can go and verify, maybe not here, JUnit 4, right? So you can go and verify these things. Again, look at this pom.xml. This is JUnit code, it seems. Yeah, this is JUnit 4 code actually, not that one. So let's go to get started, like how you can use it. So simple thing, they also use like a calculator here. They did a calculator, a Java C. Now to create the test case, right? It's simple. Instead of actually doing this calculator main, so most of the libraries will have actually some documentation. Just follow the documentation, you will get that. So what you need, any method actually you can write, but actually just annotate it with the test. That makes actually a test one. So now what we do, right? So we created calculator test. Okay, right. Now here, I will first actually I will instantiate my calculator. New calculator. So I have instantiated. Now what I want to do, I want to do a test. I want to test for my add method. So what I will do, public. All method need to be public again. In JUnits, all testable methods need to be public. Make a note of that one. Public, and these are actually void return type. These will not return anything. Why? Now what I want to do, test add. Okay, test add. This is what. Right? But by looking at this one, it will not actually run this one, right? I can't actually run this one. There is no main method also. But interesting part is if you do test annotation, these are called annotations. So what happens, right? Your JUnit, there is a JUnit runner. There is a plugin also. If you go here in IntelliJ, where is plugins? Yeah, plugins. It's already installed. JUnit is already installed. It comes up with your IDE itself. So which will help you actually to execute JUnit test cases without depending on the console. So by looking at @JUnit, right, what it does, it makes actually a test method. So now actually you can run this one, just run anything instead of doing a main method. If you do run method, actually see actually what it shows here. Okay, so it shows you like whether how the method is it just executes that, or else actually as they mentioned, right? So you need to use this this hamcrest code in the class path, and then use this one within this hamcrest, right? There is something called JUnit test runner. So yeah, so JUnit runners, right? So this, yeah, this actually will take what it do. Inside this, actually, there are some main methods. Yeah, somewhere actually, main method will be there, where actually that takes a responsibility to scan all these annotated test methods and then run them. Okay, so that's what actually JUnit. Okay, now what I will do here, I will put like my int expected result equals to 10. Okay, int param1 equals to 2, int param2 equals to 8. Okay. Now this is what actually I have, right? Now int actual result equals to, now calculator actually I have already implemented, instantiated calculator dot add param1 comma param2, both I will pass them. Oh, sorry, long, we just change it to long, right? Okay. So now actually if I execute this one, as I said, right, I can just run test add. Okay, it executed, but I don't know what's the result it came, right? So I can, in order to show you, just I am showing you like say it's exactly works like a your main, whatever we wrote here in the main method, right? It exactly works in the same way. So here again I am executing. So it will print my actual results value. Okay, but this is not actually what we wanted, right? It's still actually just printing it. How do I know automatically whether my test case is passed or whether my test case is failed? Okay, that's where it comes like a hazards. Hazards actually talks about uh, just hazard means actually the English word, right? So hazard means actually it will verify certain things. Just hazard it whether it is true or false. Okay, so now actually what I will do hazard. Okay, so hazard, right? Dot hazard equals. So what my job is here, right? I'm hazard is a package, and there are multiple uh, multiple methods in that one, static methods. Among that, actually, I'm using equals. So what equals, right? What it does? So here, actually, if you notice it, expected results versus actual results. It compares actually expected result with actual result. If it is not same, right, it will fail that. Right now, let's run this one. So now in this case, right, expected results is with expected results and uh, actual results both are same. Okay, that's why actually it's passing it. What if actually if we were expected result is not same thing? Okay, let's say that let's say you are expecting -10, not +10. You are expecting -10. Let's see like what happens. Just run that one. See, immediately it raises a error that, and also see here, it's not a green mark. It's failed actually. Okay, it's showing that okay, your expected results is -10, but you got a results of 10. So this is not your expected results. So something went wrong. So actually you need to fix that one. That's what actually it is saying it. Okay. Any questions so far?
Yes, sir. In test, in it's a non-Java programs, right? In test, yeah. Earlier classes you told me.
What's that?
In test, it's a non-Java programs, right? We will write it's a non-Java program.
Yeah. In the test, it's not non-Java program again. It's Java program only, but non-functional code. Non-functional code. Functional code is your functionality. What you are given the task is to write a calculator app. Right? You are writing the calculator app. What others will use that one is only this piece. Only as a developer, you are responsible to write your application is right or wrong, right? Whether you whatever you code, right, you need to test it actually. Without testing, actually, how do you ensure your code is working? For that purpose, actually, uh, we have this method called sorry, we have this library called JUnit, and with by using JUnit, actually, you can record all your test cases, whatever it is, right? You can record all test cases, and in future, actually, even though if your method actually changing something, your test cases may or may not change.
Okay. Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah. Any other questions from the team?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is one. Some no. Okay. This is what it is, right? But actually, I was telling you that actually you can record so many things. So it's not actually enough. by using this one. So you got actually this one. So now actually what you will do, you will write another method with all possible test case, with all possible data, right? So you will maybe this one with positive numbers. This is with positive numbers. Now actually write with negative numbers. Expected results will be -10, here -2, -8. So now see, actually I'm running it, run calculator test. Here you can see it, what it is happening. Positive numbers test case is pass, negative numbers test case is pass. So likewise, actually you will come up with all positive, both positive and negative test cases. Also you can write one positive, one negative. So let's say actually you are making 20, this one, this is minus. So your expected results should be 12. Okay, you can run again all test cases. Yeah, all 3 test cases passed. Okay, so likewise, actually you can, you need to write as many of test cases, so that actually it will not break. If it breaks, right, you can easily identify like what's the issue, and you can fix that immediately before even going to some testers where they can find and ask you to fix it. You need to take your own stand. You need to take your own testing, and you need to fix them, so that you need to test it, so that there are no issues found. If any issues found, you can immediately fix them, right? So now you got the advantage of having libraries, right? So now actually see how much actually it is helping you, a simple JUnit, how actually it is helping you to uh, make you life simple. Like the same thing, right? If you want to go and add every time the test cases here in the Excel, right? It's like a tedious job. You need to every day actually you need to execute them, and if it is not passing, actually you need to ensure like why it is not passing and all. And one more beauty is, it doesn't matter like how many number of test cases you have, right? You don't need to execute manually also. In the Maven, like yesterday we learned about Maven build, right? Maven clean package, right? So within that, actually I also showed you how actually the testing also will work. So let's see actually what happens if I do clean package. See, it's also not only packaging, but before packaging, it's also actually executing your test cases. Just 1 second. Sorry. So that's the advantage of JUnit. Isn't it beautiful actually having a simple library and executing all your test cases?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's automation testing, but this is called like a unit testing, unit automated testing. We are not testing entire functionality. We'll come to know actually, or you will come to know eventually what's the difference of that one. This is only unit testing, but still automated test case. Now, right, what we will do, we'll take a sample application. Our sample application is actually giving a students, take the students, list of students, and apply them some logic. With the some logic, actually, we need to give them grading, like where they fall, and we are writing test cases also for that one. So it's mostly actually we have done this in prior cases, but I'm typing in everything again. So first, let me create student app. This is my uh, application or student grading app. This is my package. So here, what I'm going to do first, actually, I'm going to create a student class. Mm, So what I'm going to do, I have actually three types of marks. Okay. So my aim is actually at least they should have got at least uh, 40 marks in each subject, like English, math, science. Three subjects are there. In each subject, they should have got at least 40 marks. If anything less, actually, they will be failed. Okay. And second criteria is if they got every marks above 40, and if the total score is at least 50%, then what I will say that it's second grade. So obviously, if it is more than 60%, it's a first grade. If it is more than 70%, it's a uh, distinction. That's what actually I can give. Just 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So what we are going to do? Let me write a application. Student grading application. This is my application. Now I'm writing a public method. So what it does nothing. Okay. It returns nothing. Grade a student, and I'm passing student object. So let me write here what it does. I'm writing the Java doc. It's always best practice is to write the Java doc for your methods. So what it does, grade a student based on marks. Okay. So you can write like a whatever you think like the right verbiage. So if any of marks given. So what the marks are? Marks in English, marks in science, marks in maths are less than 40, then grade equals to fail. If all of marks greater than 40 and greater than 50%, then grade equals to second. Okay. Same thing actually I am writing. These are my grading systems, right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm implementing the logic for this grading system. So my grading system is if conditional. Okay. If student dot get, oh, I don't have getters and setters. Let me first write constructor. Simply I can use my IDE itself, constructor. So I'm generating constructor for all the fields except grade. Grade is because grade being set at the different class. And for all the ones actually I am writing getters. I'm only writing getters. I don't need setters actually for all of things except grade. So for grade alone, actually I'm writing both of them. Why? Because I'm setting up the grade in my program here. So student dot get marks in English greater than 40 and student dot get maths greater than 40 and student dot get marks in science greater than 40. So this is my first condition. So otherwise what's if it is not right, what is my condition? Student dot set grade as fail. So I am setting up my grade as a fail if this condition is not satisfied. Now if this condition is satisfied, let's see that if now actually I'm totaling up. Total equals to student dot get marks in English plus student dot get marks in science student dot if to if my total by 3, right? So 3 because we have 3 subjects, total by 3 greater than 50. So now actually I will start with reverse order so that the else logic will work appropriately. Greater than 70, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get set actually distinction here. So my next condition, if this condition is not satisfied, then I can go with 60, 50. This is my first, This is my second. Okay, this is what overall the functionality what I have implemented. Now I need to write JUnit for this one. I want to ensure that whatever I wrote, this logic is working to my, at least I want to test it. Whatever I can test it, I want to make sure this logic works. Okay, now let's write JUnit for this one. So as I said, right, JUnits will go on the same package. So let me first create the package here. I have created, and also it goes almost same name as well. Java class test. So the very first thing is I need to instantiate my student grading application. Application equals to new student grading application. I created the instance variable. Whatever this is what actually test under test. For this class we are writing it. So next one is public void. This is what actually our method need to be. Test, yes, test grade for fail. Right, I am writing a test case for test grade for fail. So what my student is, student equals to new student. I'm writing all actually. Alpha is 34, 36 marks, 67 marks, 90 marks in science. So this is my student. This is what actually this one. Now what I'm going to do, application dot grade my student. Now what I need to verify? I need to verify the grade, right? But this is the wide this is a wide method. But where I am setting the result, I am setting within the student itself. So I will go here azet dot azet equals my expected result is fail on what? Student dot get grade. Get grade should be at least this one should be like a fail. Now I will annotate this one test. So as soon as I annotate, actually I got actually the test run play button. So let me run this one. This is passed. Okay, so as soon as actually you wrote it, actually some people will say that okay, I'm happy, my test cases are working, and yeah, it's working, pass, right? But what you are missing, right? It's just one test case actually it's working. It's not everything is working, right? Now tell me like what are all one of you guys actually tell me what are all the uh, other test cases are missing in this one. Kavya?
Sure.
Yeah, what are other test cases are missing in this one?
Test grade for pass and distinction.
Correct, perfect. So we are missing for test case pass and fail. Okay, now right, because this is a known application, you are telling that one. There might be a situation, okay, it's a human error. Always human errors are possible. So even though you write it for a pass, right, but still actually you may miss out some more things. But if you look into this one, yes, you can definitely identify actually. But there is always a possibility of human error in any place. Actually, there is a possibility of human error. So how we can fix them, right? That's why actually we have like a coverage in any project, right? Or any application, code coverage, how much actually your JUnit is covering code. That's where this another button, right? It's a play button. This is debug button. There is a coverage button. If you run that one, it will show you how much code coverage also it's enabled. So the testing is done. Okay. It covered. So far it covered, right? When it covered, let's look into this one, coverage report. It's also providing coverage report. The method coverage is 55%. Student covered lines are 50% of the lines, 69% of the lines covered. But what our main application is covered totally is only 27% of the code is covered. So what is missing? So let's go here. If you look here, there is some notation here. Green, green, right? This is actually what is covered, what is not covered. Green is covered, the red one is not covered. We didn't even enter into this loop. The entire lines are vacant. It's like never tested. Like obviously this is a smelly code, right? If anybody sees like this, right? No, this is not right. Why I can't take this to production? I can't give it to my users because these many lines of the code never tested. So I will ask my developers actually go and increase the coverage and bring the test all non-tested code. So what they will do? They will go now as Kavya said. So now public void test grade for distinction. Let's say. So here it is. Let's make like a 46 and see actually if it is grade is coming distinction. So 46 plus 67 and 90. So 157, 157, 163. It won't go into distinction, but let's see. Let me try. See, it's failed. It's not distinction. It's only second class because it's only comes under 200 something. 90 plus 157, 157, 163, 193 is the total. Right? So what I will do, let's actually, okay, if you want to see the total, right? You can see 203. 203 by 3 is like it won't fall there, right? So it will fall under here actually 50. It's not even 60%. Actually it is 60%, right? Okay. It's 60%, but what is happening? Let's look into this one. Interesting thing. It went here, 203, but here also it went here. So you can see that this is not working as expected. What you have to see here with this code is, you can see your expected result should be first actually here. Can be first, right? But it's not first. Why? Because you made a mistake here. It should be else blocks. Actually, all these are. I intentionally wrote this way so that actually you can, now we can fix this one. Now this maybe will work. See, this is passed. Now if you look into code coverage, let's look into student grading application. So here, right, if I click on this one, run with coverage, do this one. Look this one. Now the code coverage increased to 72% here in this one, lines of coverage. See, only the code didn't cover is for first grade, sorry, for the distinction and for the second. So now I can go here and update my results. So let's say actually it is 203 already there. So let me increase to 66. This will come distinction now. Now for the first grade, (92, 93, 183) still goes. Yeah, now it stays in second. Okay, this is what actually all my test cases. So let's see if it comes with. Okay, I think here it is. 167. Why it's failed? Oh, greater than 40. Okay, all are passed as per expected results. Now what I'm going to do, I am actually running with coverage. Let's see like if everything is covered or not. See, now actually all lines are covered in this line, in this program. All lines are covered. If you go, everything is green. That should be what expected results. But okay, now actually, let's say Kavya found another interesting scenario. Or did we cover everything now? Did we cover everything? All test cases?
Yes, sir.
But no, actually, let me show you. I'm just covering. Some actually found that, okay, what happens actually if everything is only 41, 41, 41? What happens in this one? So maybe you are expecting second, okay? Let's see like what happens for this one. So I can only run this particular test case by playing a play button against that. See, we are not setting any value there in this case because our, let's go here, our requirements are only saying that for second first distinction and fail condition. There was nothing specified like what happens 40 to 50, right? it's greater than 50 seconds. But what happens actually if it comes between 40 to 50? Nobody specified. So that's what actually you can make it like in this case, right? You can make like this is a requirement gap. Nobody specified like what is my expected results. The story, whatever assigned to you, says only this one. Then what happens in general? QA or because this is your test case, you can go and ask actually whoever gave the requirement or your tech lead or anyone, right? You can go and ask them why this condition is not given. So he may come up. Okay. Then if everything, if all are passed, okay, we can add another condition. Then grade equals to just pass. So that's where actually you can cover. Else student dot set grade pass. Now we can go here and update your test case set for pass. Now this should also pass it. Okay, so now you got it right. The importance and how first thing is how easy to test your application. Second one is the importance of testing. So just now actually we figured out that there was actually we thought like everything is working, but by adding the test cases actually we encountered another scenario is not covered. So we added the logic for that as well, right? So now let's go and run everything here. Yeah, run with coverage. Yeah, so it's showing that all our main application is covered everything. Okay, any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, then actually, I mean, we can stop here for today. But you guys need to practice on this one. Various test, our previous programs there, right? Show me like how you are writing J units for the previous assignments. Any assignment, actually take it one and show it to me by tomorrow, like how you wrote J unit test cases for this one. You can, with these exercises, you are learning Maven and you are also learning J unit. J units are very, very, very important for in any project, right? Whatever the project I executed so far, at least I will make sure 70% of coverage is there. There are certain scenarios where you cannot cover certain things. For example, actually student there, right? It's only covered 84%. It didn't cover actually 100%. So the overall came to 92 only, though actually our main application is 100% covered. For some reason, actually, some of things are not needed. Like we never use them, right? So yeah, that kind of situations may have in the entire application, but my strategy is at least we need to have like a 70 to 80% covered in this coverage. That means at least we know like what we wrote it and we tested what we wrote it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, then thank you very much. And tomorrow we'll cover with another topic. And JUnits will be continuing, as I said, right? So your assignments actually will keep increasing from now onwards. So be ready to accept that one. And be ready to spend more time as well from now onwards. My inputs will be coming down. You need to come up with the everyday questions. That will take actually time. The training part actually will gradually will come down now, because you are also having enough knowledge. We can work on your own.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.